Hello everyone, welcome to the Coolest Channels podcast. This is your boy Teboko. Please kindly like and subscribe to the channel. Today I'm going to talk about Chelsea's outgoings, especially Lesley and Kiernan Juicy Hall. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please kindly subscribe to the channel, guys. A lot of things to dive in as the updates are coming left and right. So guys, if you have you subscribed, please kindly subscribe to the channel. Big up, Anoba.
Up to the whole.
How are
How are
you?
you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. I'm great, thank you. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, bro. Can you hear the background music?
No, I don't need anything. It's all good.
Okay, no problem. So now the boys are back in training today after a while. They've been in a 3 weeks break. So
Not the boys, not the
since
boys, not the boys. The club, the world champions.
oh, oh the world champions. Yeah, yeah. Good. So good to see the world champions back in training. Now Chelsea are doing some madness right now. Even rival fans are moaning about it, right? The outgoings that we are doing at the moment is so crazy. No one thought Chelsea will do this. So I'm gonna start with this one from the best of the world, David Austin. So exclusive. Bingley reached agreement with Chelsea to sign Lesley. Then 1 year or set to travel for medical complete permanent move from Chelsea to Bingley on 5 year deal. French youth international significantly boosted Scott Parker option at 6 and 8. So what are your thoughts about this? Are you happy Leslie finally leaving?
Yeah, I think for his career, I think it's the best move. If you look at our midfield, we are stacked. Like, there's no chance he gets a you know game time next season. So I'm happy. I'm happy that he gets to go to a team that can utilize him and play him. And I think he's also one of those players who are unlucky because there were certain times when we needed a player like Ugochukwu in the season, but we never called him back. I think last season we were asking for an extra midfielder just for cover for Caicedo and Enzo, but the board didn't want to do that. And if you look at this guy, he's actually got a very good profile. He's tall, he's big, he's physical. He's just very unlucky that we've got so many midfielders. But I actually like them. So it's a bit sad to see him go, but for his career, I think it's a good move. That's what I think.
Yeah, 100%. I said it the same thing. I really like Leslie, and the plan was for him to go to Strasbourg. So I don't know what happened. He remained at Chelsea, and then he was loaned to Southampton. And first half of the season, I think was an off. Second half, he was doing very well, even though they were relegated. So I was hoping maybe Chelsea will keep him, but at the same time, like you said, we are packed. You have uh, Enzo Fernandez, Moses Caicedo, Lavia, Santos, Dario Sugu. So there won't be a space for him. So at the end of the day, we need to sell him and make some cash because at the end of the day, making money is so important also. So yeah, man, good luck team to Bengley. Hopefully, Bengley can take care of him.
Yeah, I hope they don't do nonsense of not playing him and giving him game time. But if it's a permanent, then I think you'll get lots of game time. Because I've noticed when we send them on loan, some of these managers just disrespect our players. Like I remember from like all the time, like when Billy Gilmore went to Norwich City, that manager didn't play him. When Ugochukwu went to Southampton, wasn't getting played. Like for some reason, like I don't. Do you even remember when Santos went to? Was it Santos? I think he went to Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, Santos.
He didn't even play anything. I'm just like, what's wrong with these managers? Like, it's like they're trying to punish us, but we're giving them our quality players. So I'm happy when they go on permanent deals because at least you stuck with that player. You know, you can't do your nonsense now. You have to play them regardless.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Like you said, it's a permanent sale, so there's no way they won't play this boy. So let's see, man. Let's see, man. I'll be watching. I'll be watching. Of course, is our boy. No matter what, if you go to another team, he's still our boy. We brought him to the Premier League. Never worked out at Chelsea. Uh, anyway, we are moving levels up above right now. So I don't want to moan a lot about what is happening with Lesley Kuchuku. And a good thing about him, he's still young, 21 years old. So hopefully we install a certain clause there. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Now we have this one. Uh, this was bound to happen as much as people said is a good squad player, but again, man, next season he knows he won't get enough game time. There's no Conference League, no Europa League, so you're going to play in the Champions League and the Premier League. So he deserves to go another team. So from Fabito Manassas exclusive, Kieran Juicy Hall to Everton. Here we go, permanent deal. Agree with Chelsea and the player side. And the still fee is worth 25 million fixed plus add-ons up to 28 and 9 total package. Karen Jisual, Ukuchuku, uh, Chukwemeka are all leaving Chelsea this permanent. So, what are your thoughts about KDH leaving Chelsea?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm actually a little bit sad that Dewsbury Hall's leaving because, like, one thing I like about players like him, never fussed, never complained. You know, at first he started off a bit bad, and but I also don't blame him too much because Maresco was playing him on the right wing and doing some weird things with him. When I know he's very good, you know, box to box and everything. So he was a bit misprofiled. But like at the end of the season, when he came on, he put a shift in. When we needed to defend, he was defending. When we needed to attack, he was attacking. Scored in the Club World Cup, scored in the Conference League. Um, you know, good vibes all around. You know, never did anything negative. So it's a bit sad to see him go, but I think it's the right move. I think if we were still in a position where we're not challenging for the Champions League and everything, then maybe he's a good squad player. But your squad players have to improve with the higher up the competition it gets. So I think he's not a player I see, if we want to compete for the league that we need to have. So yeah, I'm happy with what he did. He gave Chelsea with 2 trophies. Yeah, I wish him all the best at Everton. At least there he can shine, and then he can be playing in his favorite position, and get lots of game time.
Man, he leaves Chelsea as a world champion. He leaves Chelsea as a world champion. So he got something to brag about at Everton. That I'm a world champion. So
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
happy.
nice,
I'm happy that
nice thing for him.
finally went. Say again.
But I'm saying it's a nice thing to go to a new club as a world champion. Players gonna be like, wow, this is what we have in our club, and it'll give them confidence.
100%, 100%, bro. So, guys, if you are watching, if you subscribe to the channel, please kindly like and subscribe to the channel. If you are watching, I think we can get more views, guys. So please like so that the YouTube algorithm can push more people to come in. Now we have this as Borussia Dortmund expect to sign Kani Chukwemeka and are now in advanced talk with Chelsea. Hopefully, it's a permanent this time because Italian and Germans, all they do, especially to Chelsea, there's a loan option with an option to buy those kind of things. Hopefully, this time it's a permanent deal. So, are you happy if finally Khan is leaving after like? But I think this guy is unlucky. That injury he got against West Ham really messed up his career. So at Chelsea especially. So I'm happy for him leaving Chelsea finally.
Yeah, no, it's sad with Chukwuemeka because I remember when Bodie was signing all those players. That's when I kind of got excited about because he broke through at Villa. He looked very good, and his profile is also good, like strong, physical, technical on the ball, good on the ball, and the fact that he could attack and you could be like a number 10 was good. And I'll never forget that game against I think it was West Ham. I think we lost that game, and when he scored, and I thought, yeah, now Chukwuemeka's arrived, and I thought he was going to be a key player. And yeah, it's sad. The injuries just got to him, and once you lose your spot to an injury, and then we signed Cole Palmer, you're never going to get your spot back. So it's a bit sad. Um, but I think I like what you said. Like we shouldn't. I don't want any no nonsense loan. What they always do this to us. I was just thinking now. We once sent Hudson Odoi to Bayer Leverkusen, and he came back worse value because of that loan. So these loans never actually work out for us. So I think it needs to be a permanent deal. We bought Kittens like for how much? 55 million or 60 million. So I mean they can return the favor and buy Chukwuemeka. He's a good player. Obviously injuries are a bit of a concern, but I think he's gonna shine if he stays fit because he's a good player. He's a very good player. Just needs to be fit.
100%, 100%, bro. So it seems like Bengley now is our savior after that other season. Remember, Saudi came rescue us, signing Mendy. They signed Koulibaly. They almost signed who's that? Ziyech. So Bengley actually spent uh, 20 million for each of Brocha and Lesley Kuchugu. So what I thought about this, especially Brocha, we thought maybe he might go for a lower fee. So 20 actually is a good fee for him. Are you there? Anoba? I mean, I lost Anoba. Hopefully, he can come back. This is an update from Fabrizio Romano. Uh, I think it will happen. As much as Chelsea fans don't want this guy to come to Chelsea, I think this deal will happen. Are you back, bro?
I'm back. Sorry. Hey, this Wi-Fi is looking like McDonald's Wi-Fi now. Sorry. um, you said something about something about Burnley and what? I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, I was just saying, Bingley uh, is about to give Chelsea 40 million because both Broja and Broja and Lesley Guchuku will be worth 20 million each. So are you happy about that?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the fact that we're getting to sell these players is crazy because I'm always worried about us not selling enough players before the transfer window closes. So I'm happy. I mean, they take as many as you want. We've got more. You know, we've still got this. Is the Sassi sold yet or not yet?
Disaster not yet, bro. Hopefully
Yeah,
it'll
so
be
we still
next.
have plenty of players. We still have plenty of players. So I'm happy with that.
Yeah, hopefully likes of Disasi, Sterling, Van Chilwell are about to follow right now. Hopefully.
Yeah, yeah. I hope so too.
Yeah, now going to talk about the player that you don't want in Chelsea. That I think this deal will happen. So from Fabrizio Romano,
Oh,
right? It says Alejandro Garnacho is patiently waiting for Chelsea. I mean, football and football clubs are calling from around Europe, Germany, Italy, Saudi, but Garnacho want to go to Chelsea. Is waiting for Chelsea. So, what are your thoughts about this? Are you accepting that is coming to Chelsea?
He's waiting for Chelsea, but we're not waiting for him. We don't want him here. A real deal. I just every time I see pictures and updates, I just get sad because we actually linked this guy. Like we actually seriously going for Garnacho. Like I still can't believe it, honestly. Like ah, I don't know. I mean, let's hope Saudi can just give him. Let's hope Ronaldo, his star, is his idol, us for him to play for Al Nasser. That's the only hope I have. Sorry, not Al Nasser, Al Hilal. Or is it Al Nasser? Forgot. But I just know he needs. I don't want him. I really don't want him. I'd rather we just after Javi Simmons we close. Just stop everything, then buy him. Like I'm literally this is out of all the signings we've made. This is one I'm strongly against. And I'm not really against signings because I obviously give them a chance, but I just have such a bad feeling about Garnacho. I feel like we're gonna get scammed here. And we the ones who scam people. We scammed United for Mason Mount, scammed Arsenal for Havertz. So now, hey, United fans are going to be happy that we bought him.
No, actually, you know what we will do with this Garnacho deal? Like Fabrizio Romano said, uh, I think Chelsea will wait. We will wait at the end. We get him on loan with an option to buy. I think we'll do that because at the
if
moment
we do,
Manchester United. Say again.
if
I can
we
talk.
yeah, that's terrific. But if we get a loan with the option to buy, I'll be so happy because then at least we can see if he somehow plays like wow, like he's a great impact sub and everything, and he makes a case to start. Fair enough, but I don't want us to just buy him. So maybe we should do that again. That what we do with Sancho, and then we'll pay penalty fee.
As much as I don't want him, I have a good feeling that he will do it at Chelsea. The way we want him, it seems like already the club made a background check about him. Yes, we all know his social media stuff, everything. The reason why actually Chelsea fans don't want him is because of that social media stuff. But in terms of work rate, I think is a good player, not a world class, not a top player. It's just a good player. Maybe a squad player for now, but maybe if he come to Chelsea, he can come at Chelsea, feel welcomed, and play his football. At Manchester United, bro, players I want to leave Manchester United. So
Yeah.
that's for a reason. So let's see what will happen. As much as I don't want him, I have a good feeling Garnacho will come to Chelsea. So I already accepted it. I just
I'm still
gave
in
up.
denial. I'm still in denial. I'm still in so much denial. I just we've seen many things like this happen where it looks like it's gonna happen. I just hope I don't know what can happen to stop it, but something should happen. But the problem is he wants to come to us, so maybe I should also start just accepting it now because I feel like because the fact is we linked from with him since like I think January. So it's been a while we've been linked, and the fact that they've done a background check, they don't do that for every other player, shows that they are really really pushing for this. So, I guess I'm gonna have to start accepting now.
Yeah, like I said, man, as much as I don't want him, I think this deal will get done. So even here, Fabrizio Romano says Xavi Simons and Garnacho are two priorities for Chelsea, and Chelsea are into it. So clearly, you can see that nothing we can do. As much as we don't want him, we don't want him, but Chelsea want him. So nothing we can do, bro.
Yeah,
Nothing
I
we can
mean,
do.
nothing we can do. Nothing we can do. We just have to accept it.
I just wanted to share something here. Where is that? Man? Okay, let me go to this guy. Guys, if you're watching, please kindly like and subscribe to the channel. Okay, finally, Chelsea announced a player. I know we talked about him a lot here. But now it's official now. Gerald had to.
Yeah, it looks good. It
What do
looks
you
good in
thought?
blue. No, I'm happy. I'm happy. It would have been nice if we were, able to get him and Simmons at the same time, because they're both from Netherlands and would have been cool. But no, I'm really happy for him that he's joined us. Very promising. We saw some clips from the Europa League. Showing him against João Pedro. He looks good. He looks really good. Eh? He looks very like he looks like he can be a great player. So I mean, I won't be surprised if maybe somehow he's competing with Cucurella on a week-to-week basis, and Cucurella's watching the back of his, you know, um, seat, just saying, "Hey, if I'm not careful, this Hato guy can come and replace me." But yeah, I think he's good, great prospect. He will do well for us, and yeah, let's see what Maresca can do with him. Let's. There's no pressure for him as well because Cucurella's our number one starter for left back, so he'll ease in nicely. Come off as a sub, come on as a sub, yeah, so I'm happy. I'm happy to see him in blue, and perfect timing because we've started training, so he's going to be with the squad. So yeah, happy to have him. Yeah, can't hear you, Toboko. Sorry, I think you might be on mute.
Oh, sorry about it. Yeah, I actually forgot that I was muted. I was saying I have good news, but I don't want to be overexcited about it. Says Fafana is back. Uh, if he stays fit, title charge incoming. What
Yeah,
you thought about Fafana coming back?
yeah. No, honestly, this guy is made out of cheese. Like this guy, his injuries are so bad. Like we say Reece James is bad. This one is bad. This guy had two season-ending injuries consecutively. You know how crazy that is? And he's one of the players that we actually can't do anything about in terms of salary. He's actually the reason why we have to sell Chalobah, why they want to sell Chalobah, because he's one of the players who came in under the Bowley era. So he's getting paid a lot of money, and he's not playing a lot. So, look, I feel like the potential is high. It's so high. I remember, him and Saliba when they were both playing together at Saint at Teen, he was the better one. That everyone was saying that he was a better player. And then look at Saliba now; he's probably one of the best centre backs in the world. Fofana, unfortunately, we don't even know what his full potential was because these injuries stopped him. So I just hope we manage him well, and I hope that he'll be fit enough for the season. Because if he's fit and he gets a consistent run of games, he's a great centre back. He's fast, he's aggressive, he's very agile. So yeah, hopefully he does stay fit.
100%, bro. As you can see, Chelsea now just sharing some pictures, players training. I think it's a good thing. Finally, now
Yeah.
and stop stress. Let me just share. I don't know why it's showing all things on my tweet. Okay, I'm just near now. World champions are back, like you said.
Yeah.
Let me just quickly share it. Now we can see the boys.
Wow, look at that. Oh, so happy to see the Chelseafc back. So happy to see them back. I was just thinking other clubs probably miss football so much. We actually just had a Club World Cup, so we shouldn't really be missing them too much. But I still missed, just us winning games and competing. And yeah, man, it's good to see that they're back in training. Can't wait for the preseason games. It'll be very, very interesting to see what new formations Maresca can play. If he's gonna play the players who played at the Club World Cup or play other players. Very, very interesting to see what's gonna happen.
Now we saw this news yesterday about Tyreek George potential leaving. So says concrete, real possibility of Tarek just leaving on permanent transfer. Chelsea would love to keep, but I'm hearing the player wants to develop and play. He loves and respects Chelsea, but feels there will be now many offensive players. So clearly can see that he won't get enough game time next season. So what are your thoughts about Kieran George leaving Chelsea? Are you happy about this move?
This one also hurts. Like, he was developing well, man. He was developing well. When we needed, like, I mean, this guy literally played false nine for us. You know how crazy that is? Like, academy graduate, and you know, he's doing all these shifts and everything, and he wasn't even bad. I mean, when he got a chance, he was good. Sometimes I actually advocated for him to start over Neto. You know, some certain times, and I'll never forget that goal he scored against Fulham. Um, that's when I was like, yes, this guy's arrived. But yeah, there's too many options. I mean, there's Esteval, there's Neto, there's Gittins. We're gonna try and sign Ganacho. It'll be very difficult, and the fact that we're not playing Conference League as well, it's gonna be very difficult for him to get game time. So yeah, I would like a loan rather, not for him to go because I think he's very promising. He's one of the players that people rave about playing for Cobham, you know. And usually when we rave about players, we know that they quality and they should not go. So yeah, hopefully he can be alone. But if he wants to go and he sees that he won't get a chance to play, then I don't blame him. I would understand.
100%. Now we can see the pictures are coming in right now. Let me just show this. Ah, man. This boy, I can't wait to see him. Oh my gosh. This boy, Jimmy Gittings.
I don't think I was ever on. I don't think I was ever on a stream to where you discussed what were your thoughts on Gittins. I don't think I know exactly what your thoughts on Gittins are.
I said initially I wanted the likes of Nico Williams, but again, in terms of
Yeah.
financially, it would be hard to get him. But if you don't get Nico Williams, Gittings was always my second option because I know it's good. He will fit very well under Inter Marasa's system because he's a touchline winger. So that's the good thing about him with Enzo Marasa's system. So, bro, I can't wait. I can't wait to see this kid.
Yeah, I'm actually I'm interested to see how he's gonna do. I want to see how he'll fare up against fullbacks. Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see. You know, like especially when you sign a winger, it's very you know you want to see how they're gonna attack those fullbacks and if they're gonna be clinical, if they're gonna I haven't watched a lot of videos of him, so yeah, let's see how he does. Let's see how he does.
100%, bro. 100%. Now we can see, man, Jao Pedro. Ah, I just want him to continue where he left off in the Club World Cup. Oh my gosh. Those three goals he scored, fantastic goals. So I just hope, I just hope he finished where he left off.
Yeah, I'm so happy that we have a player like him. I'm like, I don't think people were going to be this much excited before he signed. I don't think people were expected that he's going to be like our main striker. But now, 100%, that first Premier League game, I want this guy starting. No questions asked. I want him starting. Um, I know he can finish. I know he's got technical ability. I'm just excited that he's joined our club. Yeah, so it's going to be very exciting to see him in preseason as well.
Now the one we've been waiting for, even though I'm just waiting for his pictures to come, I will just check on the CFC. Um, what is? I think it's Mohammed. This guy, Estava William. No, 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 bro. Ah, it's over. Before it's over, the Premier League they're going to they're going to hate us because this boy is so special.
Nah, he's special.
Estava William.
He's really special. I can't wait as well. This is the one. If you ask me, out of everyone who you want to see, I've been waiting for Estava. I've been waiting for so long. Um, you know, 2 man of the match. I think it was 2 or 3 man of the matches in the Club World Cup. Scored against us as well. This is a player that
Yeah.
I think he's gonna light the Premier League up. He's gonna be something different. So it's gonna be awesome to see. I'm so happy that we get to see him now. It's been a long wait. Feels like forever. So yeah, I'm glad that he's here. Glad that he's gonna play for us this season.
So far, no Estava Williams pictures here. We just seen the other players. Man, I want to see Estava training. Why is not here? Now I can see other players, but no Estava so far.
I've
Man, I
seen
can't
sometimes
wait.
like they just don't capture all the players stuff sometimes. So maybe that's just one of the cases.
Or maybe they're just waiting for because he needs to do the media thing before everything.
Oh
Maybe that's
yes,
why.
yes. Yeah, maybe it's that. Yeah.
Remember, remember with Dario Sugo and another player who's that Sa. They made in media stuff before they show their training pictures and everything.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, so hopefully we can get something tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll be good to see that.
Now we have this news, bro. I think I give up. As much as I want him to stay, I think this will be done. Let me show you real quick here. Man, I want him to stay so badly, but it seems like it won't happen. Why am I why? Where's that now? This one, yeah. Nicholas Jackson, man. I want Nico to stay, but it seems like this guy will leave. So, if a someone was asked about Nicholas Jackson, says Nicholas Jackson will probably leave Chelsea. So, do you think this will happen?
I actually don't think he's gonna leave. I feel like what we've done is the price we've set that we were asking for him. I don't think anyone's gonna match that. And I think people know Jackson because he's had 2 seasons that with us. They know the type of player you'll be getting. So I don't think he'll be sold. Maybe in January, maybe, but I think he'll stay. I think he'll stay, but I don't think you'll struggle to probably get game time. Um, but yeah, I also don't hope. I hope we don't sell him as well because he offers a lot. If I'm being honest with you, I think it's just one of those players that you need a bit of patience. I will never forget that beginning of the season. Him and Palmer were literally carrying us together. The combinations they had were crazy. And then obviously once he had that injury and then he came back, he was not the same. So Jackson, one thing I like about Jackson is he's good on the ball. He can bring other players into play. He's got a brain sometimes, but he just it's just the discipline. That's all. I'm only worried about the discipline and sometimes the finishing. But he's a player I don't want us to sell because he can give us so much, um, help. I mean, like you see the centre backs that he turns over. Van Dijk struggles against him. Konate struggles against him. Saliba struggles against him. He's smart. He's intelligent. He can drive with the ball. Um, so yeah, I really hope we don't sell him. Because then we're also going to be a bit light. Because then what? We're going to have Jean Pedro and Lap only. So let's see what we can do with all three. And then maybe later on, then we can make a plan.
Yeah, you know what I think? I think Chelsea don't want to sell him, but they're open for offers. If maybe, for example, there's offer on the table and Jackson is open to leave, I think he's going to leave on that terms. But for now, like you said, the money that we asked for with Nicholas Jackson, I don't think we are up there to sell him. But anyway, it's football; anything is possible. So hopefully, we don't sell him. Like I said, I want to see him when when we are fighting. When he's fighting for his position. We never see him under pressure. For example, now we have Lem Dilep, Jao Pedro. Let's see what will he do, and maybe give him 6 months from now until January.
Yeah, I agree.
Then, if maybe he's not getting enough game time, cool, you can sell him. But I have a sneaky feeling that Newcastle, they might go for him because it seems like Manchester United are still fighting for Benjamin Sesko. So if Sesko goes to Manchester United, I see Newcastle going to Chelsea and offering asking for Jackson. I see that scenario.
Yeah, that could be right. That is a possibility. But then let's just hope we get to keep him for at least like you said until January, because then you never know. You never know. Things can happen in football. Things can change. Maybe we'll need someone to play on the left wing when maybe if our wingers are not doing well or something. I mean, look, you just don't sell a player like that unless it's big, big, big money that we can't say no to. I think we keep him.
100%. I don't know if you talked about Mark going to Newcastle so far. So here it says Mark will fly into the northeast this afternoon. It was yesterday. So to complete his move to Newcastle, he will have a miracle in the next 24 hours.
Is he
So
going?
what are your thoughts about?
Is that where
Hmm?
he's going?
Say again?
I thought he was going to. Is it Newcastle?
No. Sunderland. Loan.
Oh, okay. I was scared that like, oh wait, that's a really weird sign for Newcastle. Yeah, no, I think that's good for him. He'll struggle to get game time. If I'm being honest with you, like again, no Conference League. The only games I could see him possibly playing is probably like the Carabao Cup. Those little rounds, those beginning ones when you're playing. Those third tier teams. So I think it's a good move for him. Yeah, let's see how he does. Let's see how he does. All the best. I've always liked him. He's one of those players who will give you a problem. You'll be a nuisance. He's quick. Um, yeah, and he thrives on making centre backs making errors. I've noticed that. So he'll press. He can run. This guy can run for a long time. So I wish him all the best. He's a good striker for when we needed him in the Conference League games. But yeah, all the best for him with his move to Sunderland.
100%, bro. I agree with you. But my only issue is that if they go and sign a top striker, I'll be mad because yesterday they were linked with Openda. I was like, what? Why, man? Hopefully, Sunderland won't sign a striker. Man, I'll be upset if they sign a striker. I'll be upset because
Yeah,
if you, if they sign a striker, then that means the deal, man, it won't make sense. We're going to have a Andre Santos 2.2 situation, so we don't want that.
yeah, no, you're right. You're right. We definitely don't want that. So yeah, let's see what they do, Sunderland. But I hope, like what you said, they don't sign a striker and he can be the main guy. And I think he'll do well. I think you'll be able to score goals. I think he'll be able to thrive under manager.
The forgotten guy, man. I don't know what is happening with Lesley Okuj. I mean, not Lesley, Dato Fafana. Says Chelsea striker Dato Fafana has returned to training following an injury, and the Blues are ready to sell the player for the right price amid growing interest. And do you still remember this boy?
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand like what was happening. Like I don't. He it's weird because he's one of the players that actually wanted us to give a chance, and he never really got a chance. Potter confused me. I remember he had a game when he was a breath of fresh air, and then he's never came back on again. And but what I realized is he also has lots of injury issues. Like I think there was a team he went to also as well, and he had to come back to Cobham because he had an injury for like a long term one. So it's a bit sad with him. But he was, I don't think he was ever going to get a chance. I just feel like managers didn't trust him. But he looked like he was good. He looks like he's good. That's the thing. But yeah, I don't know who's going to buy him now because I think we're going to make a loss because I think none of the loans have really worked. The Burnley was a Burnley loan. The Burnley loan actually worked out to decent. Scored some very good goals. I remember it was like some very 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 good goals. Um, but yeah, so let's see who will buy him. I don't think people are probably scared. Sorry, clubs are probably scared to take the risk of signing him. So yeah, let's see. But I don't think he'll ever play for us again. If I'm being honest with you, I think now we are too stacked now. There's no chance he plays for us.
I mean, so sad. It's so sad with this guy. I wanted him to work out at Chelsea, but never worked out, man. Never worked out.
Yeah.
Never worked out. And I'm so sad. I can't lie. So let me just,
No, no, it's very sad. It's very sad.
yeah. So let me just share the final thing. Says Chelsea are working to enhance their success at the Club World Cup by raising their finance, financial expectations to over 60 million per year for the, I think it's the front t-shirt sponsor, right? Three organizations have been chosen for further discussion. Is one of which is based in Middle East, as reported by Lucas. So, as a Chelsea fans, which sponsor do you want at Chelsea?
Ooh, that's a good question. That's a very good question. Oh, I think I'd like. Oh, people are gonna hate me for this, but you know the one Arsenal have, Flat Emirates. I saw the designs and I was like, this is nice. No, but all jokes aside, I think maybe like just go back to Samsung guys. Like probably won't happen, but Samsung was just the way to go for me. Samsung or maybe even maybe what's the other one called? It's United something. Oh, I forgot, but it's the one in the Middle East one. That was also a very good sponsor. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not too concerned about it as long as they give us a good deal, and we should be the ones with the leverage because we won the Club World Cup at the end of the day. So I'm not too fussy about this. I just hope kids
Yeah,
and
I
no
agree
nonsense,
with
no
you. I just
shenanigans. There's no excuses. There's no excuses this time because we've got the money, we've got the Club World Cup. There's absolutely no excuses. Otherwise, then I blame the board for this now.
100%, bro. I agree with you. I agree with you. I think um we deserve a better sponsor. Actually, like you said, I want some Sunbed.
Yeah, that would be good.
I want some Sunbed, but however, I don't know that will happen, but hopefully it will happen. I just
Yeah,
want some Sunbed.
yeah, it'd be good to have them back. But look, I'm not too picky as long as we just have this that sponsor so that we can start the season properly. Then I'll be happy with that.
100%. So I don't know if a lot to talk about. I just wanted to do another quick update, and then I think on Friday I'm going to do a watch along for the Chelsea versus Bayer Leverkusen.
When is that
So
game?
on Friday,
Friday. Chelsea versus Bayer Leverkusen. Yeah, I think I'll be able. Oh, I'm so excited for them that they're back. Eh? It's gonna be so fun to see the team back. So excited.
I'm so excited. Finally, we can see our boys back in training after winning the Club World Cup. Man, we've been watching us Liverpool, Arsenal, those teams. Now we can talk about Chelsea more.
Yeah, yeah.
So as always, Anapa, thank you for joining. I know maybe a lot of people are sleeping right now, so we didn't have a lot of people watching, but it's okay. Not every day we're going to get more views, so I totally understand. But hopefully for the watch along, I can get a lot of people joining the stream.
Yeah, I'm sure you will, Asha. I think people are going to be starting to get ready for the season, so I'm sure you'll get lots of views there. But it's going to be a good one. It's gonna be very fun to watch. Not too much pressure. It's a preseason game, so you can judge. Very level headed, not too crazy, and just enjoy and see what Mariska's got planned for us.
Yeah, and also I just hope Andre Santos start this game
Yes,
just for,
yes,
for
yes, yes.
Chelsea fans to be happy.
Yeah, I think Mariska should just he should not go full strength. He rather play players who weren't getting the starts of the Club World Cup and then bring in the players out afterwards. So maybe start the Lab, start the Santos, start those type of players. If Lavia's fit, start him. For fun, I don't know. I'm a bit scared still. Uh, but yeah, just start those players who weren't getting game time. See how they are. Slowly integrate the first team players, and then yeah, from then on, then we can see who's ready, who's up for the season, and yeah, we can get ready for the new season.
Yeah, 100%. Let's just quickly let's put the lineup that you think we should praise against. Let me just move Rich James here. Where's Gusto? I'll add Gusto here. 27. Gusto. Um, Badishile back. I'm not sure.
I think we might see Chiampong play. I just have a feeling.
Oh yeah, George can play as well. No problem. Uh, Gittings doesn't have a T-shirt yet, so so maybe Levi's rest as well. Okay, maybe Chalaba. We haven't seen this partnership yet, and I will put uh, Santos here. Santos and Esugo. Esugo is wearing which number? 14, right?
Yeah, I think it's 14 if I'm not mistaken. I'm not too sure.
And not Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer is here actually. Maybe Cole Palmer might study. Cole Palmer only study. Or maybe you might see this, right? Cole Palmer not studying and the lab here.
Yeah, oh, that'll be interesting to see.
And here we put Philip Jorgensen.
Yeah, yeah. I'm expecting that as well.
Like you said, we should pay those players that they haven't got a lot of minutes in the Club World Cup and everything just to see them. I can't
Yeah,
wait to see how to man.
yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. I also can't wait to see. Yeah, this is time for him to shine. This is where you show Mariska what you're all about. So yeah,
Oh, now we have Dante. Big up, Dante. How are you?
because
Big up Tobago. Big up Anopa. How are you guys?
good. Thank
Good,
you.
thanks,
Big up.
bro.
That's good. Yeah, sorry a bit late. I fell asleep. My timing's all over the place. I got back home, so I slept for like 14 hours straight, and then my timing's really bad. So yeah,
Are you back?
back home
Are
though
you back
finally.
home
So
now?
yeah, yeah. I came in last night. Had a 14-hour flight. Had a 14-hour direct flight from Dubai back home, and yeah, that killed me. It's so long. Couldn't sleep at all. So I was so tired.
Okay, bro. It's good to see you back home.
Yeah, back home.
Now we just
Nice and cool at home.
we're just building a lineup against Bayer Leverkusen on Friday.
Hmm.
let's not just we
Okay.
need to see the other players, for example, Gittings, and how to. I'm looking forward to see those players. Maybe even a Sugin Santos. For Santos, I just want Chelsea fans to be happy because they've been moaning about it.
Yeah, look, I think for that first game, you're probably going to see a lot of the guys that are on the fringe. Not, I don't think you'll see any starters, to be honest. I think it'll be the guys that didn't play pretty much at all. So you might see some of the Sam on maybe second half, but maybe not even that. Maybe you'll see him only in the second game. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see that happen.
Yeah, 100%. So let's just recap and show you what we've talked about, and then you give us your thoughts. Seems like Chelsea are about to make a lot of money, so it's a good thing. But
Always make a lot of
our
money. We're the best selling
always,
club in the world. Simple as that.
yeah, you're the best, bro. Let's look at Chico to Bringley. Here we go, permanent deal for over 20 million. So, what are your thoughts about Les Lukuchuku leaving Chelsea? Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm not happy when a player leaves, especially a young player that's got a lot of potential. But unfortunately, there is much, much higher potential ahead of him. So he's never really going to get in this team. Yeah, it's just one of those that unfortunately, he just didn't make it. A little bit of wrong timing, different coach, might have been different. But unfortunately, yeah, look, it didn't quite work out. And look, it's still a win-win. The player gets, a move to stays in the Premier League, gets a nice pay rise. We get the money and make a profit on him a little bit as well. And yeah, I think it's another one of those win-win situations where the club, the owners, the directors set up this model this way. So if this happens, well, you've seen what happens. We can then sell these players. That's what the model was done for. If they don't work out or they're not good enough, you can still sell the players at worst, break even. But pretty much in 95% of the deals, we've probably made a profit. So yeah, look, it's unfortunate for Lesley, but hey, we move on and good luck to him.
100%, 100%, bro. Even KDH is about to go to Everton. So are you happy about this? Because a lot of fans said he should stay because is a good player, is a good squad player, doesn't compete a lot. But again, this upcoming season we're playing the Champions League, the Premier League, he won't get enough game time. So I think it's a good move for him personally. So what are your thoughts?
Yeah, look, let's not forget most of our fan base probably halfway through the season said, "What a worthless guy this guy is. We paid money for him and not use." They really hated him. Then all of a sudden, he does well in the Conference League, finishes the season, fills in for Palmer a few games in a row, did very well. And people all of a sudden now that we're selling him absolutely love him and they don't want him to go. Like, come on. Look, I liked him from the start. We've seen him at Leicester play. He's a good technical player. He took a little bit to settle in, get used to it, but once he did, he pretty much proved everyone wrong. Me and you knew, a few of us knew, coach knew that he's still a good player in there, and Maresca will use him in the end, and he did. But yeah, look, this is obviously, I think the club would have wanted to keep him probably. Maresca wanted to keep him, but I think probably player decision, in my opinion. He probably, we had, if we're going to sign Simmons, well, that's really his spot as well. Then he falls down the pecking order. Of course, then Esteval can play that role very well as well. So then he falls down. So he's fallen too far down the pecking order. Again, unfortunately, it's one of those. For his age, he needs to probably move on and play regular football. So yeah, it's a good move. Again, good move for him. We're not really losing money. You see, the fee there's 25 million. If we sold him for 24 million, anything over 24 million will count as a profit. So basically, we're making a million profit and maybe a couple more million profit after. But again, another player didn't quite work out. Not really losing money on him. So a million's nothing, so it's basically even. So yeah, look, it's player decision. There's too many players in that position, unfortunately, and he's only really good in that 10 position, in my opinion, that attacking 8/10 role. Anywhere else, you saw when Maresca tried him everywhere else, he failed every time. But when he played in that position in the Conference League, and then obviously for Parma, he filled in a little bit, you saw the best of him at the end of the season there. So yeah, look, unfortunate, um, but I knew once Esteval, but especially when Xavi Simmons, when I'm like, yeah, no, there's a big chance he might go now because he's really going to fall down the pecking order. I would have loved to keep him to have that extra depth and insurance just in case, but hey, you can't keep them all, unfortunately. And yeah, look, good luck to him.
100%. And big up to Rich Money Makers. Says big up the legend. We didn't want to let him go, but after deep discussion, we decided to let him go according to my trusted source. It says hit the like button, subscribe, it's free and takes a second. Big up, bro. It says big update. Nicholas Jackson will be in Newcastle next target if they don't get Cisco. Uh yeah, I think so too because we talked about it. I think if they won't get Cisco, I think Jackson will go there. This help us with UEFA restrictions, via registration. I think will be good. Whether we don't sell Jackson or not, I think will be good. We're just showing that how how good we are. Right now, a lot of rival fans are crying now. Why is Chelsea doing this? Why are Chelsea are selling their players? Why Chelsea are so good? Blah 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 blah.
How can they sell so many players? How can they buy players? What's going on?
Oh
Blah
man.
blah blah blah. And yeah, look at the details, people. Look at the system clearly like put in from the start, and not from the start exactly. It took them 6 months to make that decision after signing a couple of Sterling, etc. They realized this is not how it works. We need to build a different model, different system. They went for something they knew already. They did that in the baseball team as well. They decided to go down that route as well after a couple of years. So they already knew. I think that was always going to be a part of the plan to implement it at some stage, but they went early. So yeah, look, it's working really well. You're bearing the fruits right now. We can sell any player we want, and we're not losing money. That's just how the system works when you sign these talented young players.
And also, before I go to the comments, the way we structure our wages is so easy for us to sell players. Look at Manchester United. The reason why they are failing to sell some players is because of those high wages. But with us, we just giving players normal wages with banners and everything, and it's so easy to sell them. So I'm happy about it. I'm actually happy about it.
Yeah, the incentivized contracts are perfect because if the player does well, he gets rewarded obviously anyway. But this way, if that they don't work out, well, then we are able to sell them at a high price because the wages are low as well. So, and they're still in there, they've got a lot of potential still. They're still young. So look, it's a perfect system for modern football, in my opinion. And don't be surprised in the near future, or a lot of teams already started, but it's going to get even heavier, and a lot of teams are going to really follow that. Mark my words, because that's the only way to be sustainable with these new rules, unless the rules change, of course.
Yeah, 100%. Anything like to add, Anopa?
No, no, I 100% agree with what Dante said. Yeah, I think I've went to the images before. I think, right? I said something similar.
Okay, bro. Cole Palmer says uh, Craig Hope tweet Sesko agreed to join Newcastle. Well, let's see what will happen. Says bigger, bro, bigger, bro. It says we needed to make 60 million on Taiwan list as Dante on that. But how much have you made already right now? So Dante connect.
Yeah, no, we're we're pretty good actually. Our tier two list, which is all the under 21 players, we've got a lot of under 21 players. We have no registration issues. We'll have no registration issues in any competition. We're good to go. We're fine. We don't need to make more money on the tier one list. Don't forget, we still got a few players to sell yet. So those will be off the books. Even if they go on loan, some will go on loan if we can't, like maybe, like a Chilwell or Sterling, because their salaries are so high. So that those two will be the hard ones to move. But the rest, I think we're look, the last few days, all of a sudden, one bang, 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 two, three, four deals. So yeah, don't be surprised. There's a couple more around the corner. But I think we're fine with the tier one list. Like I said, we have so many under 21s that are go on the tier two list. It's not a problem for registration at all. That's another benefit of having young players as well. You have a larger squad, more players to register because they're under 21, so they don't really count. So yeah, no, I think we're fine. Moneymakers of the tier one list. I don't think we need to make 60 million. Where did you see that? I didn't see that. I thought we were actually quite comfortably pretty well on that list. No problems.
100%. It says, yes, Arsenal and Manchester United have made complications about our transfer target. We must watch our deals with Strasbourg now. Jealous idiots. He's,
Yeah,
he says, sorry, can I just.
they can keep whinging,
Hmm?
keep crying. They can keep crying.
Yeah, man. It says, sorry, Ganacho is still on the list. They are fierce. Tarek Judge be sold to fund Ganacho. Besides that, man, as much as we all love Tarek George, I don't think Tarek George uh, will give us an edge to challenge for major trophies. So, as much as we like him, I think it's good for him to go to somewhere else to develop. So, that's my take. So, what is your take on that, bro?
Yeah, first of all, we're not selling Tariq George to fund Garnacho. That's not a true statement. That's a false statement, in my opinion. Tariq George, he's a good player, but he's nowhere near the level of Garnacho. Unfortunately, not yet. Anyway, uh, the experience, but also the way he plays, Garnacho is a better player than Tariq George. Tariq George does have a very high ceiling as well, but we don't know which way that's going to go. He's quite tall already, growing a little bit more still. So we'll see where it goes. I wouldn't be surprised he ends up more of a like a hybrid, not a winger, because he keeps growing. He might end up like a second striker, attacking. I think his position might change. So look, it's unfortunate, but again, coming about that one, the players made that decision, not the club. The club want to keep him, but unfortunately, there's just not enough room. And if we want to compete and win, we're moving to that next stage. Or some of these players, unfortunately, have to go on loan or get sold, or I'm sure which the club will do because they still rate him. They don't really want to let him go, but it's the player's decision. It looks like more than anything. I'm sure we'll put a buyback clause or something in that contract where he gets sold to have at least the first buyback clause or some percentage or sell on. Uh, these directors don't miss anything on like that. I'm sure they'll add something in on a young player like that. So again, look, I know he's a academy product, and that's why people are pissed off because he's academy. But I'm sorry, he's just not up to that level. I would take Garnacho over Tyreek George, unfortunately, every day. And for now, I would definitely take Garnacho over Tyreek George.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait. But are you factoring in that we still have to pay for Ganacho though?
Yeah, and
And kind of deal with his antics a bit like it's too much. Because with Tyreek George, I get what you're saying. Because I mean, if you're comparing levels, yeah, Ganacho's in terms of levels, yeah, he is a bit clear of them. But like, I mean, Tyreek George can still develop. You know, I mean, he's still quite young. With Ganacho, I just feel like he's also got lots of potential. Like
yeah,
from what I've seen from him, when he first broke through for the Man United team, he was doing very well. But I just feel like he comes with a lot of baggage, if that makes sense. Whereas with Tyreek George, you already have him. You know,
what baggage and Opa? His 16-year-old brother. I mean, he's a kid. The guy is entitled to say anything he wants on social media, and he hasn't said that much, to be honest. It's just a couple of 2 or 3 times he said some things which Thiago Silva's wife said way more than his brother ever said. So to me, that's nothing wrong off the pitch. Garnacho himself has had no attitude issues. It's been a change of system that's put him off, and the only time I've seen him on the field have attitude issues when he came when he didn't start the final, and he came, Mason Mount started ahead of him without playing any games and bang out of form, and of course he was upset. That's the only time he was upset. But by then the relationship with Amorim was already kind of gone. So he's got no attitude issues, and don't forget he's young. These players, they're human. They have emotions. I don't see he hasn't committed any crime. He hasn't done anything, in my opinion. You're telling me like a Noni Madueke? I think Noni Madueke has done way worse than Garnacho.
Oh, that's a very interesting perspective, actually, because I'm okay. Fair enough. I see your perspective where you're saying that Garnacho was only the final thing, and I mean any player would be disappointed with that. But I mean, it's not just that. I mean, if you look at the stuff he likes on social media, okay, obviously that's petty things, and we shouldn't really care about that. But I don't know. I just feel like he's someone who's gonna throw the toys out of the pram if he doesn't get what he wants. That's how I see it. And with our team right now, I don't see how he's gonna be happy, because I feel like game time will be limited if he came to us, and then I don't want any problems and him complaining about game time. You know what I'm saying? That's my only fear with him.
Yeah, but that's with any player. But don't forget, do you trust Maresca to keep him in line? Do you trust Enzo Fernandez to keep him in line?
Okay, that is true. I mean, having your Argentinian teammates probably might help. I mean, look, I'm actually happy you're saying this, because you've given me a different perspective I never saw. So fair enough. You've got a point. Any player would feel like that as well. So maybe I was a bit too harsh to Bojo and Garnacho.
Yeah, and it's like most of the fan base that they're already killing him and not giving him a chance. But if he becomes a Chelsea player, everybody should be you should be backing that player from the start. Not like a lot of unfortunately, a lot of our fans don't agree with that, but you really should be backing that player from the start. Okay, if he plays up and does something wrong, okay, have a go of him, and then you can criticize him, no problem. But from the start, you back him if he's a Chelsea player. I don't see this. To me, it's stupidity. His brother's 16 years old. I mean, come on, the guy's a kid. I mean, yeah, he's posted a couple of stupid things, but he's a kid. Like, people make mistakes like that. If he was, old, okay, I say, but he's a 16-year-old kid. Like, come on. Even Garnacho's a young kid, basically, still 20 years old. I think he turned 21. I'm not sure. So, he's posted a couple of things, but did he do anything really wrong? It was just in jest, a bit of joking. It was no crimes. There's nothing, absolutely nothing. The only time he's complained, like I said, is about that final, and that was his last game. Yeah. So, and then Amorim said he's not going to be with the team anymore. He's not in the plans. Blah blah. Basically said he's out. So we kind of already knew that if you watch the system, because Amorim doesn't play with out and out wingers, so he doesn't fit the system anyway. So yeah, and you got to look not just in his case. Look at Anthony, look at Sancho, look at Rashford, look at all these other players that left with the same problems. What happened with them? They've had no problems at all anywhere else.
Yeah, no, that is true. That is true. Okay, but now what about this? I remember in when Erik ten Hag was there. I mean, like again, I know this is small things, but I mean,
He was balling under Ten Hag. He's played. He had 21 GAs. He was like balling in this. Even this, I think, even this season
no,
he
I'm
had
not
21
talking about on the
GAs.
pitch. On the pitch, he was off the pitch when things were going tough, and he's liking posts about how he's not happy. Like there was an Instagram post about something about the team are not happy with Erik ten Hag's tactics, and he's liking photos like that. Like I don't know, something about those type of players that it just frustrates me. Or the ego
19,
thing,
like
I feel like he's got this bit of an ego that he thinks he's just too good for his boots. I don't like that.
every player has an ego at that level. If you've not been into a dressing room where at the highest level, I can tell you now, every single player has a massive ego, and they're
no, because no one says that
yes,
about Kobe Manu. No one says about
they all
no
think they're better
complaints.
than the rest. All of them do.
Fair
Every
enough,
single player in that
that's
dressing
true.
room thinks they're the
But no one
best.
says that about Kobe Manu. No, there's no. I haven't seen any Man United fan complain about Kobe Manu about him having an attitude problem, or any of the other young players. So why is it only Garnacho that is targeted.
because it's come out now because Amram's not in the plans and he had a falling out with Amram, and it's coming out now because he's going to leave. It's coming out. That's what happens with most players. If you go have a look at it, all those players tweeted sometimes something wrong about something. It just comes out now. And really, it's not that many times. If you look at it, it's literally a handful of times. Like, come on, in 3 years, he's been there a handful of times to tweet something out when he was 18, 19. I mean,
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
no,
know. I
fair
look
enough,
at it
fair enough.
differently. He's a young
Age,
player.
the age thing is I agree with you 100%. I'm just saying that it's
The
not.
environment was toxic. Don't forget already there. They had a
Yeah,
lot of
that,
problems.
that's a very fair point, and like I can 100% agree with you there because like when you come to Chelsea, it's not the same as United, and maybe when he comes here, like you said, Enzo might guide him and help him, and Maresca might set him down,
Of course.
and so you
They're
got a
going to
point.
talk
So
to him.
I was just trying to play devil's advocate, just to see like the different perspectives. But like I mean, look, after what you've said, I'm more on that train as well. Like maybe if he does sign, we should give him a chance. I mean, any player who comes here, we should give him a chance. I mean, it's only fair.
Exactly.
So yeah, so yeah, fair
You don't
enough.
need
Fair
to
enough.
like the player. You don't need to like the
Yeah,
player. You might not like the way he looks. You might not like the way he plays. You might not like how he celebrates his goals. Because I think it's a lot of it to do with that as well. Because like you said, he's quite arrogant, which again a lot of players are. But yeah, it's just a bit more evident with him because how he celebrates, etc. But if he joins and puts that Chelsea shirt on, well, Maresca would be speaking to him on the phone about his role, how much game time he's going to play, etc. What his expectations are, his behavior, and like I said, he's got Enzo Fernandez there, which he looks up to already.
yeah,
He's actually pretty good friends with him, and Enzo Maresca will take no rubbish from any player. You know that already. So if there's a sign of that, even on the phone call when they're talking about coming, he'll
yeah,
just pull the plug on it. Or even when he's here, he'll just, like we've done with many other players, go train there or that. You're getting sold, and are we going to lose money if we buy Garnacho for 30 million or he comes on loan? No, we're not going to lose money on Garnacho.
yeah. That's true. That's true. Yeah, no, I mean, look, for me, like I've said this so many times on the pitch, I know we'll be getting a. I mean, just look at that goal he scored against Everton. Not any player can have a technique of scoring a bicycle kick like that, or some of the goals he scores. So fair enough. When you're playing at United, it's a very different environment when you come to Chelsea because we have a more togetherness in our dressing room. So maybe
He's
something
going to
like
have
that.
players around his age, a lot
Yeah,
of them
that's very true.
as
That's very
well.
true. Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
no,
so the
fair
environment's
point.
going to be
So
very different. Yeah.
fair points. I'm happy you said that actually because now you've kind of changed my whole perspective of this whole signing as well. So fair play to you there.
I know. I don't like how a lot of the fans painted a bad picture of him just because they don't like him, which I understand. Like I said,
Yeah,
from some
yeah,
of the things, but if he puts that Chelsea shirt on and signs for the reasons everything I said, well then everyone should be backing that player, not creating problems. Back the player. If he plays up and then you can have a go of him, but till he does nothing, if he does nothing wrong, comes in and does what he needs to do, well then you just back the player from the start. I don't believe this. Like I think a true supporter CFC, when you sign a player, even if there's a little bit you don't like it, but when he puts that shirt on and becomes a player, you should be backing that player from the start always.
yeah, yeah. No, I agree with you there. But okay, but now let's forget about us just signing him. Us approaching him. What's your take on that?
First of all, if we do sign him, because United want stupid money and they're never going to get it, it's going to go down to the last day of the transfer window most likely. And if we get him, people think it's 100%. It's not 100%. If we get him, we're going to get him on our terms, which would be like probably 30 million, 35 maybe max, 30 million. Like we said all along, or maybe with a loan, with an option to buy after the next year. So first of all, it's not really done. People acting like this deal is really done. It's not really done at all. They just started talking now, basically. It was on our list, and apparently we just made contact now. So there's a long way to go in this deal if it gets done. Because we're not buying him for 60, 50 million where Manchester United want. I can tell you that now.
Yeah,
Chelsea's not paying that much for this kid. They're not going to do that. If they see an opportunity, they like him, it's got to be on our terms. So I think it's still a very 50-50 deal, to be honest, in my opinion.
no, but I'm saying, are you like when you saw you were linked with them? Or you? How did you feel about the news? Were you happy? Were you like, what do you think about it?
Which news? This news
Yeah,
about Garnacho? No, I'm fine. I've spoken many times on Tobago Chelsea Perspective. He's a profile we kind of need. We've only got two direct wingers on our list at the moment. He would be that third direct winger. So when we play against teams that are very open, sometimes Maresca likes to play with his direct wingers, hold the touch line, and you know he likes that system to use it every now and then against teams that play a mid block or a high block. He likes to use that system. So we've only got Giddens and Pedro Neto. That's it. Those direct wingers. Nani's gone, obviously. So we kind of need another one anyway. So I think I'm okay with him coming, and I'm okay with the news. Like I said, I'm I think we kind of need that type of player. And if he agrees with Maresca and we buy him on our terms, well, I'm 100% for the deal because I think he's he's someone we need, and plus his potential is very high still. He could take that next level up again and again under the right guidance. I think he can do that. So I think it's a great deal if we get it across the line on our terms, and I 100% I'm behind it. I don't mind it at all, to be
I
honest.
see, I see. Okay, all right. Now, yeah, I just wanted to know. Yeah, no, no. Like you've literally, like I said already, you've changed my perspective. Of this, let's see what we do. Let's see. Hopefully, if we do sign him, yeah, we'll definitely back him, and hopefully,
If we do, we do. If we don't, we
yeah,
don't.
yeah,
Either way, it's fine.
yeah.
100%. Either way, it's fine. So Richmond Maker says I did say that I can't answer that, and I will need to get more information if a player being sold to Fan Ganacho. But again, rich money makers, right? I think sometimes we need to use financial terms. They said it. Even Fabrizio Romano said we need to shift some players in order to sign some players. So at the end of the day, we need to sell players in order to sign some players, but not like uh, like you said. Now we are selling. Uh, Terry George for Ganache. It doesn't make like that. What if they are selling Terry George for Xavi Simmons then? So why you can't say that? So at the end of the day, I think
Yeah, or for some other players. Yeah, exactly. It's not just for that, just because he's a winger. It's not quite. If we really wanted to, we can. We've got money. We've got no PSI issues. We can buy the player even without anything. No problem. It's just about numbers. Obviously, you can't have too many numbers, and that's a reason Tyreek George is making that decision to move for his career, for himself, which is fine. And obviously, KDH as well, the same thing.
100%. Now it says Trevor Chalaba is staying 85% chance. Says Thurston 99%. Thurston. And now we join Fabito Rahman with those percentage. Hey kid. It says Wesley Fafana doesn't get his fitness this season, he'll be sold. Yeah, I think if Wesley Fafana was any around 120k, 130k, 150, he could have been sold a long time ago. But the issue right now is he's
Yeah.
earning a lot of money. So I don't think we're going to sell him this summer.
No, no, we're not selling him, and probably not even next summer. Maybe the after that. Uh, Look, his training is going to start the preseason, so we'll see what happens with that one. But even he said himself, he basically posted saying, not really directly saying, but indirectly saying in a couple of pictures that this is his last sort of chance to make it at Chelsea. So even he knows that. I think everybody knows that. The club's not as patient as he once was. We won't wait another year for him. I think he'll be gone definitely. Um, and we're pretty good at selling, so we'll still get a good fee for him. So, but yeah, it's definitely his last chance this season to prove himself, his fitness, the talent's there. We know he can play really well. He can do what he does. But yeah, it's his fitness. He's got a. This is his last, definitely chance at Chelsea. It's going to be his last chance.
See, now Dante, this post is directed to Jesus Dante. Thousand Ganache link. Thought, okay, Dante, thoughts on Ganacho links with him liking Fabrizio Romano post like at online shenanigans. I don't want him, and if he gets taken off, he doesn't perform, he will disrespect, dis, disrupt the dressing room.
The rest. Come on, Rich. So you're
That
gonna
is not rich.
so
It's
Xavi
called power.
Simmons. Yeah, Xavi Simons did this worse. Hato didn't attend training and basically held the Ajax to ransom. He wanted to go to Chelsea. Xavi Simons is doing something very similar, even online, liking everything as well. Both of them were liking each other's, links. Xavi Simons and Hato, and just because Garnacho now liked the link with him and Xavi Simons coming to Chelsea, that's it. That's the final straw. Come on, like seriously. I mean, come on. These players are human. They do look at the news. It just tells you that he wants to come here. He wants to come here, and he likes that Xavi Simons came here. So there's, I don't see nothing wrong with that. Is it a little bit cheeky? Yeah, but he knows he's gone. He knows he's not staying at Man United, and he's just making his preference clear. He wants to come to Chelsea. Simple as that. There's nothing more to it.
Just in Flip Jefferson might be loaned out, but I don't make sense. I wait for more credible source. I don't think Philip Jefferson will actually leave Chelsea right now.
No, I don't think so either. No, no chance. I think we need him as a backup, 100%. We need him. I don't think Maresca will let him go. To be honest, he likes him very much, and he's only going to get better and better. So no, I don't see him going. Yeah, I think if that was the plan, I think maybe Penders might have stayed as the number two or something like that. But I don't see this. I don't see him going. I don't. It's too much of an important player to lose him as well. Then we don't really. Who's the third keeper now? Slanina might be that third keeper, but he might be going on loan. So I don't see Jorgensen going, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. Big up, Bobby.
Big up.
Big up, guys. How are we doing this
Bobby.
evening?
Good, thanks. How are you?
All right, yeah, good. So what's up? We got some outgoings, have we? KDH. You know, it's a shame. I'm actually disappointed to see him go. I thought just when I started really liking the guy,
Your boy, yeah, your boy's
yeah, he's
going.
gone. Who else? Lesley. It's a shame. Lesley never really got his chance at Chelsea. I think he's going to be a good signing for Burnley. Uh, who else we have? We have Amanda Broja. The thing with me now, all these players going, yeah, okay, they're supposed to go, but they're not the main guys that we need to be getting rid of. I mean, I will dance when I start to see the back of Raheem Sterling, Ben Chilwell, Desassi,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then Renato Vega.
easier said than done, though,
Renato
Bobby.
Vega, not that I don't like him, it's just I'm sick of the whole issue around him. Just get out of here. That's all I'm saying. You know, I'm tired of it. When
He'll be
Bobby,
gone.
when
when
did
when
the U-turn begin with Dewsbury Hall? 'Cause I'm sure at the beginning of the season you weren't too pleased with them, eh?
no, I was not a Dewsbury Hall fan at all. I thought he was a donkey. I thought he had two flat feet. I really didn't like him. But towards the end of the season, he showed me a remarkable improvement rate. He showed he was a reliable member of the team. He showed some versatility. And he just confirmed that one, he was getting used to the club. Two, he had himself in the beginning just started to overcome an injury and he needed time. This is the key thing with these players that I think we should all take into the next season. They, especially the new youngsters, your Hatos and your Esugos and your Estavals and your Santoses. I mean, they're all going to need time. And definitely KDH. Look, I'm not in this, I'm not here to say to everybody, oh, I'm Bobby, I know everything, I get everything right. No, I tell everybody, I'm Bobby, I'm Chelsea, I'm a Chelsea fan, hardcore, hardcore. I have a track record with the club, I've got a good foundation with the club, and I love the club. You know, do I give a right call on every single player? Of course not. It's impossible. I don't know every single player personally. I'm a fan just as much as anybody, and I'm moved a lot by the optics I see and the feeling I feel for the club. So KDH got on the wrong side of that. I remember those of that know me long enough will know that when we were buying Thiago Silva, I was upset. I was thinking, my goodness, what are we doing with this 36-year-old has been? You know, I was traumatized by the likes of Shevchenko and one or two other poor buys of aged players that we had. But when, Thiago showed me he was Thiago, I will always hold my hands up and say, look, I was wrong about you. And KDH, he really won me over. I was very happy with him, such that I did not want him sold. So I'm sad to see him move. Just when he was becoming in favor of me, I wouldn't say a favorite of mine, but he was very much in favor of me, and I started trusting him. But hey, look, that's part of the club model. We are going into, I think, the third and final stage of the project, and this is the revamping. We've done the initiation, the mistakes, then the youngsters and the developing. Now we are revamping on the developing, and some players that we may like will go. By that, I mean, I know it wasn't everybody's cup of tea, but some did like Noni. I do appreciate that he was a developing player and the manager saw that. But, he was a victim of his own temperament, I think. He saw competition and he ran. If Noni had gone to the manager, hey, look, I wanna take on this competition, we may not be talking about Garnacho today. But it is what it is. He's moved on. Dewsbury Hall has moved on or is moving on, and several others. The offloading is taking place. Nkunku, well, it looks very much as if he will be sold. I would be sad to see him go in a way, because I think he never really fulfilled his promise at Chelsea, and injury was part of that. But the thing with Nkunku, we've got to find a club, somebody who's going to want to pay for him in the first place. The impressive thing with the ownership is they're getting money for these guys, and people can now start to show them some of the respect they deserve, and indeed the sporting directors. So, hey, look, it is what it is. We're going forward. I don't support the offloading of Jackson as another one. Or if that happens, I'm talking 80 to 100 million. I see no reason why we shouldn't put our foot down and demand that. But let's not get there first, one step at a time. And today, 4 players were offloaded by the club, and I think that's very commendable.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Says Kolpama says if the fans criticizing him, he will like the post. We can't have him destroying our performance. Then the audience says
Oh my
about
god!
this.
Seriously, these guys. He liked like 5 posts in 3 years. Like seriously, you guys think he likes every single post every time? Like, come on, that's what I mean. It's yeah. Anyway, move on.
Man, seems Chelsea fans don't want Garnacho. Says Dante, that was Kolpama making his statement. Says of to coach tactics, he will like the post. Man. Says we are pushing for Christopher Nkunku out. Finally, was only one disaster gone. I think disaster will leave, man. Uh, no matter what, this can come and help us there. Sterling is what Sterling is just Sterling wants to come back. Tell Bobby Sterling come back to Chelsea. Nah, 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 nah. Happy,
Now all Maresca's in charge. No
no
chance.
chance. Bobby, would you welcome Sterling back?
Give me out, guys. Sterling redemption arc. Sterling redemption arc is on the rise next season. Watch, just watch. I said it first.
Sterling what?
Sterling redemption starts next season. Just watch.
Yeah, not at Chelsea, hopefully.
At Fulham.
Yeah, maybe at Fulham or maybe West Ham, those kind of teams, not the Chelsea. Even Spurs, Son is living at Spurs, so you can go to Spurs. Why not?
Yeah, he's not going to improve him, that's for sure.
And we still said no. All the others have said no personally. Now, man, Sterling should go to Spurs. I think it will be a good move for him. There are some teams like Ventura, thanks God. Who's that team? Crystal Palace is still there. Why is not going back there? They are going to play in the Europa League.
There's no way he's going to Spurs. That you think what's his name, the coach there would accept a player like him that doesn't work at all, does no tracking back. That's not how he plays. That's not his style of Thomas
He-
Frank. There's no way he would take Sterling.
Oh man, I don't know. Anything guys you'd like to add before we wrap it up?
Nothing from my side.
No, all
Bobby?
good. Good to see all these outgoings. So it's good. Yeah, perfect. Outgoings, a few more outgoings to go. So get those done. Get Simmons ASAP done, please. That's the most important one for me. Outgoings will go, but Simmons, yeah, we need to get that across the line. I was hoping he can be there day one preseason, but it's looking like that might not be the case now. Again, apparently really close. Who knows? It keeps dragging on for some reason, but hopefully that gets done in the next couple of days.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think we need to get Chevy Simmons done as soon as possible. But again, like all the journalists, that outgoings also are important because we need to make space. We can't just sign Chevy Simmons for the sake of it. I know sometimes we can sign a player and then we can do the outgoings next. What if those deals collapse then? So we'll have a a huge squad and the Maresca to deal with, which will be bad for the coach. So let's see, man. Says
Not really, Tebega, because even if some of those players don't get sold, they will still not be here. They'll be gone on loan. So there's no problem. Like I said, registration-wise, there's no problem because we have so many TUT players under 21, so you can register as many as you want. So registration is not a problem. Money is not a problem. UEFA is not a problem because of the sales we've already made. We're basically like we've only a net spend of like 40 something million
yeah,
basically. So we're nearly even. So don't, even if we sign Simmons and then sell a few of those, we're probably going to make a like a 5-10 million profit in the end, not even lose money. So none of those are problems. I don't think it's nothing to do with that, to be honest. I just think there's other little complications involved. Not if Maresca really wants him, we really want him. That is not the problem because we've sold enough players now. So yeah, I don't think that is the problem.
100%. Dante, red card for that. I don't know what you do, Dante.
About Sterling,
Come on, Dante.
you love Sterling that much?
Come on, Dante. On you love Sterling. Nah, 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 nah. Sterling is his peak is over, man. He was good player at Manchester City. That's why I said I didn't want him at Chelsea because the reason why Pep Guardiola started benching him, he was declining, and then we signed him. So
Yeah, exactly. I
Honestly,
didn't want him either. Look, I still backed him from the start when he came. I backed him and backed him, but then it's pretty hard to back a player once he was doing
I
the stuff he was doing, and not off-field
I
stuff, on-field
never
stuff, and the way he was playing. You can't keep backing a player, unfortunately,
I
forever and
never
ever.
wanted Sterling. I've never rated Sterling. I've always looked at Sterling. Sterling, I think, was a chancer. He's always been missing opportunities. He missed them at Liverpool. He missed them at Man City. The only thing at Man City was that they provided him with so many opportunities that even though he missed 19, he would score the 20th. So I have never rated Sterling. Never. I can understand that he was a passive, but it was a pacifying buy. Todd Bowley wanted to pacify Tuchel at that time. He may have been one of the things that cost Tuchel his job because he was a bad buy, and he's still proving to be a bad buy. He was an overpaid buy. and quite frankly, nobody wants him. And he doesn't want anybody because he's too busy enjoying the money, just like Ben Chilwell. So I don't know. I think we will get rid of him. You know, I know the sporting directors are working hard on this, but he's a lesson to the club. He really is. And all this talk of Xavi Simons, Xavi, everybody's bored with it now. Do the deal. You know, we wanted him by day one of preseason. Well, day one of preseason has gone now. The players have had their training for the first day, and we're going into the second, and we still haven't heard a thing. So really don't know what's going on there. As I always told people, you never talk of a signing until you see them holding up the shirt like Hato did and signing. Then you know he's your player.
100%. So Simon's agent had to work more senior talking over the sporting director on the deal. Keep updated. I think Xavi Simons to Chelsea will get done. But now, like you always say here, I think Chelsea are trying to make space. Even Dante have a different opinion, but I'm just listening what Fabrizio Romano is saying. Says yes, our coach wants
The trouble
Simons.
with making space, Tobago, is the players that would make space, there's none of them that have gone. Nkunku, who's part of the space that would be made for him if we're talking about space, is still here. So I don't know what that's about, really. What kind of space is being made for him? I don't know. Players have been offloaded. KDH has been offloaded. All the others that have been offloaded are somewhat fringe players that weren't really in and around the first team in the first place. So they just need to get on with this deal now. If not, if we keep hearing this, oh, it's nearly done, I think people will start to conclude that there's a bigger problem than we're being told.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. So, guys, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Hopefully, if we get some more news tomorrow, here we go for Chevy Simmons. I think we're going to do another live stream. And the issue that I have right now, doing live stream during the day, as Dante knows, I have a busy neighbor that plays music for the whole day. Even just from today, from 8 a.m. until right now, just stop playing music. Just for example, the whole day. You can't even do streams or do nothing or watch TV peacefully. So it's so hard for me to do live streams.
Have you talked to him yet, Tobago? I mean, I think you have a right to talk to him if his music's so loud all day. Just go and tell him. It's you can play your music at but not 24 hours a day. You got a right to tell him. To be honest.
Yeah, I think I'll need to tell him tomorrow if he keep doing the same thing because we don't have peace, man. Every day he's playing music. Come on, and so anyway,
Yeah, look, you can play music a couple of hours, 2 hours, but
not
not
the whole day.
the whole day. It's a whole single. That's ridiculous. You got to have a word with him because otherwise he'll just keep doing it. So until someone says something, he'll keep doing it. So.
Yeah, 100%. So thank you for joining me, Anopa, Bobby, Dante. We had Kopama and Richie Manimikas. Up the chairs, guys. The champions of the world. They'll never see that. Peace.
Take care, guys.